How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Sonic Adventure DX.
What? I'm back in front of the altar. This is beginning to blow my mind.
Believe me, Knuckles, you're not the only one.
Wait a minute, I remember. The broken pieces of the Master Emerald. I have to restore them to where they belong.
Yes, because your main mission in the whole game was the easiest thing to forget, wasn't it? Sometimes I wonder about the translation errors that they make, but eh.
It's still incomplete.
Crap.
I need to find the remaining pieces, wherever they are. Hey! Look! It's Eggman's flying fortress. That's where the rest of the pieces must be.
Of course the Master Emerald can just show us the location of the rest of the pieces, even if it wasn't built when the Master Emerald was around. Why not?
Hey, isn't that one of Eggman's robots?
Yeah, it's that robot again. One we saw in Big Story.
I know. I'll follow it back to Eggman's base. Here I come, Eggman.
But yes, last time we collected a bunch of pieces for the Master Emerald. Well, a few pieces. And we had another flashback into that crazy world back there. Found out some rather interesting stuff at that point as well, but with the Master Emerald still incomplete, Angel Island will still remain on the ground, so Knuckles needs to find the other pieces, and I guess they're on the egg carrier, so now he just needs to follow the robot back into the jungle. And with no trains running, that means he's got to be around here somewhere. Random robot falls out of the sky and walks out into the jungle. Huge building appears. This has Eggman written all over it. So let's get in the jungle and see if we can't find this little building, or rather large building, according to the glowing red lights description. That's probably it over there, the one with the spotlights and the long-ass tunnel leading to it. Let's see if we can't get a better view of it, just so I can see what's going on here. I don't know why I jumped off there, I don't know, doing weird stuff, but anyway. Can I get a better view of it? Yep, there you go. So there's his forest base. I guess he built it in the middle of nowhere. And it makes me wonder why he wants to build Robotnik Land, because he's practically got a city out in the middle of the forest here, so... But, I don't know. Eggman's weird sometimes.
Just what I thought. Time to make a house call.
And with that, Knuckles makes it onto the egg carrier, and it, since the forest base is also the fueling station for the egg carrier, it takes off with him and the robot on it. I don't know if Big got there in time or not, but well, we'll find out what happened to him later. But random robot abducts a frog from one of the characters, and then the other character follows him into the base for the egg carrier. Why wouldn't this robot just be following Eggman's orders? Well, thankfully, the robot is our final playable character, so we can find out exactly why right about now.
Systems, full power. Look at me. I'm your brilliant creator, Dr. Robotnik. You're the second of my E100 model machines. E102, Codename Gamma!
Gamma.
That's right! You will now obey only me.
What, did he obey somebody other than you before this? Anyway, we're inside Eggman's base, and hey, there's Silver Sonic from, I think it's from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, anyway. My memory of that game is a little bit foggy. Oh, I recognize you, my old nemesis. It's Metal Sonic from the Sonic CD. We'll be seeing more of him later as well.
The shooting range is through this door. Your big brother, E101 Beta, is there practicing.
Oh good, maybe we can get into a team
Enter,
deathmatch.
Gamma! You're not as advanced as Beta is, but you'll do fine.
You don't seem to have much confidence in me there, Doctor. So anyway, now we're going to be starting Gamma's first stage, Final Egg. Kind of weird that it has the word final in it and it's his first stage, but I don't know. I guess I'm not really the one to be deciding that. So anyway, Gamma's game can be best described as high-speed shooter game because you have to shoot targets and you're running at a rather high speed because the robot has pretty good, you know, running speed, I guess you could call it, even though he's just walking. But in any case, Gamma has 3 minutes of battery life. Once the 3 minutes run out, as you can see the timer in the top left is counting down, but once the 3 minutes run out, he loses a life because he ran out of battery. So why Eggman only programmed them to have 3 minutes of battery, I don't know. But you'll be running around at pretty high speeds and you'll be shooting stuff to add seconds onto your time. And when those seconds get added, you will have even extra time in order to complete your mission. The levels will obviously be longer and more difficult as we go along. That was more like a tutorial to show you how Gamma's game worked. So now we just need to find the Doctor, and if I recall correctly, he's down these stairs here. Nothing else has really changed in here other than the Doctor moving down here, so.
Good job, Gamma. I didn't think you had what it takes.
Well, that was a really easy obstacle course, so I can't imagine how stupid a robot would have to be to not have what it takes.
Gamma. Here's your test. If you want to stay on board, you must be able to pass it. So pay attention to what I say.
Oh, jeez, I've been walking in place for 5 seconds. Excuse me.
It's a flying fortress that needs a good crew. Come forth, Beta. I'd like you to meet your
You may want to watch where you're pointing those guns, older brother.
Just call him Beta. I am pitting the two of you against each other, and the winner serves on my ship.
Seems kind of drastic. Why not just put both of them on there? Maximize your efficiency. Free for all. No mistakes. So basically, the problem that I have mainly with Gamma's boss fights is that they turn into... You can basically just mash the fire button, which is the B button, and point and shoot at the enemies that you're shooting. I tried to drag out the boss fights for Gamma's game to make them actually feel like boss fights, but Beta is still really, really easy, even though I, you know, dragged it out a little bit. And now the camera's glitching into Beta, so you can't see Gamma's little victory animation. Crap. Excuse me for yawning a lot.
I had a funny feeling there was more to you than meets the eye.
I see what you did there, Doctor.
To serve on board the egg carrier. What? So you want to come along with us, eh?
Seems pretty insistent.
Okay. We could always use a spare set of parts, I guess. You have special permission.
Oh, there you go. Now he's maximizing the efficiency of his employees. Good job there, Doctor. Now, I'm showing this cutscene again because when Knuckles actually got on the egg carrier earlier in this episode, he wasn't getting on it when it was taking off here. This is the first time the egg carrier took off from the ruins, back when Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles were fighting Chaos 4. When Knuckles got on it earlier in the episode, that was the second time it was taking off, which is closer to the events that are currently in the present right now, as far as the game goes. So, just to let you guys know. Why does this music remind me of the gold saucer from Final Fantasy VII?
Aha! Testing 1, 2, 3. You, the elite egg carrier crew, are here today to hear a very special announcement. Behold! It's a tailed frog! Very unique. This frog is absolutely vital to my plans.
I've seen that frog before.
I command you to locate this frog immediately! You hear me? I don't care what it takes to get it. Just bring it to me! We haven't got time to waste, so come to attention!
So there you go. Now you know why Gamma stole Froggy from Big back on Emerald Coast there, because Froggy is carrying a Chaos Emerald, and obviously Eggman needs that in order to fuel Chaos's energy. So he needs to send out his robots to go and find Froggy. Thankfully, Gamma took the correct path instead of going to the Mystic Ruins, while all the trains are on strike, so they can't move between them without going back to the egg carrier, which is docked at this point, so it's not moving anywhere. So Gamma's the only of the 4 robots that went to Station Square here, and he took the correct route because this is actually where Froggy is, so that's good.
Long-tailed frog was seen heading toward the beach.
Okay. I was actually just screwing around here for a little bit because I wanted to show off the fact that Gamma is indeed a Transformer. He gets into a tank mode after you get up to a certain speed. Unfortunately, he can't go over level surfaces like that, so if you aren't moving up a slope or anything like that, and that's not the right guy to be the receptionist right now. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, I didn't mean to shoot through you. But anyway, yeah, he can't really jump up any surfaces unless they're connected, and they weren't connected in that case. Also, Gamma cannot go into water because, well, he's a robot, so whenever he gets ready to go into water, he turns into like a flight mode, which lets him fly and hover over the water. When he comes out of that hover mode, he turns into the tank mode automatically. It's just a neat little mechanic that they had. I like how they implemented that so that a robot that's powered by like electricity and batteries and all that stuff wouldn't be going into water, because it wouldn't make much sense unless he was waterproofed, but I don't think Eggman bothered with something like that because it wasn't really in his plans when he made them to put them in water. So I like how they implemented that. Gamma's game is just a lot of fun. As you can see, I'm having a lot of fun with this area. It's a really high-speed shooting like type of a thing, and I really like how they implemented it because it's not just your regular average, you know, okay, so slow movement, shooting from place to place and all that stuff. It's not like Doom or anything like that, which was one of the more popular shooters at the time. Also, Gamma's pretty large, and so if the enemies are small, you might want to keep your eye out because they might get lost in the shuffle there. But you know, it's not like a lot of the shooting games that they had where you're like a human character or anything like that and you move slowly from place to place in order to shoot stuff. They have you actually running at a fairly high speed. By the way, there's an extra life back there, but with Sonic, I decided not to get it because Sonic's game moves so quickly that it would just break the flow up. But yeah, I like how they implemented Gamma's game to make it kind of high speed and still a shooting section. I thought it was pretty well done in my personal opinion. I heard that people have some problems with how it was implemented, but I like it, so that's just my personal opinion, I suppose. Alright, we got Froggy. Oh, jeez, not again.
Must determine location. Accessing data. No data found. Location unknown. This presents a problem.
Houston, we have a problem because Gamma doesn't know where he is. By the way, this cave back here, if you walk all the way to the end of it to this door over here, you can end up back in the pyramid area, which was where we were with a bunch of the other characters before. So remember that for later because I'll be using that later on to show you how to get to a place with a different character. Anyway, let's see if we can't talk to these guys and see how far along we are in the story here. Oh, okay. So basically, I guess you could say it this way, because before we found out that Pachacamac, yes, I said it right that time, was trying to conquer the land around here, and basically he built an empire in this whole area here. So now he wants to go after the Chaos Emeralds in order to obtain their power and, I guess, become the ultimate dictator or whatever it is he wants to do. But apparently the Master Emerald isn't too happy about that, although it can't go anywhere, so it doesn't really matter. Dear God, this is the worst singing I've ever heard in my life. Is it over? Please tell me it's over. Son of a bitch!
No, don't go any closer. I'm sorry. I see you must not be one of them, huh?
What, a soldier? Well, no, he's a robot from several millennium into the future. By the way, why are you showing this to a robot again, exactly glowing red light? Doesn't really make much sense.
He's a very loving and gentle creature.
What, the Master Emerald? Well, yeah.
These little creatures
Wouldn't
are
really
too
call him a
vulnerable
creature,
without
but
protection.
I suppose they have weird ways of expressing their
His protection allows them
means
to
for
keep
gods in this
safe and
era,
peace.
so whatever.
Even I was surprised the first time I saw him. Now my father is trying to take their sacred home.
So that's what they were arguing about.
It seems his heart is closed off to us all. My true hope is that someday we'll understand each other.
Well, they'll never understand anything if they keep singing like that. It's really annoying, frankly. I still don't know why I'm here! Meanwhile, back in the Mystic Ruins...
Let me go, you hunk of junk! I mean it!
Hey there, bull brain! You better give Amy to me or I'll squash ya!
Why didn't you just jump on his head, Sonic? I mean, it's worked for pretty much every other badnik you've killed so far.
Hey, what's happening here? Stop!
Jump into the light, Sonic. Maybe you'll get hovered up there.
Shoot! I've lost her again!
There's only one thing to do now, Sonic. We better follow that ship!
Hurry,
man.
Sonic, get to the mountaintop.
It seems kind of weird playing as Sonic again after playing as all the other characters that we've had to play as before this. But anyway, we have to chase after Amy in Zero so we can see if we can rescue her. We can't let that egg carrier get too far because if it gets past Angel Island, we're finished. There's no way for us to get out of there. So let's go over here. That's kind of weird. Why did they put a monkey in a cage over there? And how did it get back after Knuckles destroyed it? Oh, whatever. Cool. Well, it had the big Robotnik logo on the side of it. Wait, it flew off towards the mountains. Well, I can't get into the mountains without destroying that monkey cage, and I have no way of destroying it. What am I supposed to do now? Shiny light inside of shiny light. This must be important.
This is the ancient light. Try the light speed dash toward the enemy. With this, you can now do the light speed attack.
So with the Lightspeed attack in tow, we'll now be able to defeat that monkey robot and head for the mountains. But will Sonic be able to rescue Amy from that crazy robot and Dr. Eggman? Did Gamma make it onto the ship with Froggy in tow? And what about Big, Tails, and Knuckles? The pieces and the characters are all coming together on the next episode of Sonic Adventure DX. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Take care.